It is a reality for most humans to deal with demons inside themselves. A bitter struggle between the self and the mind. For some it can be tormenting, but even they are more well off than the few in this world that cope with real demons. Entities outside themselves that cannot be reconciled or purged like those of the mind. Ones that wish you harm. 3 years ago I began the story of an innocent girl full of youth and laughter who was lamentably targeted by one of these very forces. It has been no easy task bringing you the information I'm about to present, and I hope you will forgive me for its late arrival. But at last I've returned to finish the story. The story of Uncle. For 3 months we had no information on the whereabouts of Jero. We feared the worst. But on November 24th of 2015 she resurfaced, posting this video.
Hello, it's me. I'm back.
My colleagues and I rejoiced. She was back home safe and sound. Or was she? Did you notice the background? She came back, but she was not alone. We were very worried. Who were these fiends? Where had she been? We had some theories and some information from various sources that placed Uncle and Jero in the islands of Jamaica. And thanks to this video taken by tourists vacationing in the country, the rumors were corroborated. Prepare yourselves.
Damn, check out those babes on the beach.
Babes for days.
No. The wretched thing has returned. What these tourists took to be 3 babes on the beach were in fact Uncle and his captives. A chilling demonstration of the demon's cloaking ability. Here you can see the sea-doo they rode in on. This is the last time this young girl has been seen alive. It is likely Uncle had no use for her and she was disposed of. Rest her soul. It isn't clear how much time the pair spent on the island, but what is certain is that Uncle was behind Jero every step of the way.
Getting ready for dinner in Jamaica.
Me too! Me too! Me too! Me too! Me too! Me too!
Good God, the poor girl, scared, still in the clutches of Uncle, yet she manages to maintain a cheerful demeanor while on this cursed vacation. Bless her. Here you can see Uncle's latest source of power here on the island, the red stripe. On the Jamaican excursion, Uncle allowed no one near Jero, as you can clearly see in this last piece of footage we have from the trip. It's your uncle.
I got your drink! I got your drink!
Shit ass. This poor man, just trying to bring Jero a drink, faced the wrath of a demon for his actions. May he rest in peace. But what was the purpose of Uncle's visit here? I wouldn't find out for some time. Just 2 days after Jero returned home, this video was posted. What you are about to see may disturb you.
Happy Thanksgiving! Wonder who's cooking today?
Christ on ice. What have I seen? Who is this marvelous Marcella? What does she want? What does she need? I'll tell you who she is and exactly what she desires. Thanks to my team's extensive research, we know that she too is a powerful demon like Uncle. She has resided in the Jamaican Isles for at least 100 years. Uncle's mission there was to contact her. But for what? You must understand, Uncle, being the demon that it is, must feed off the life force of humans. Particularly youthful life forces. It's the fuel it needs to retain its wicked form. Gyro is the ideal meal. If prepared correctly, she can become a feast that will sustain Uncle for centuries more. But therein lies the problem. It knows little of the feasting ways of its kind. It needed help. It needed a cook.
It looks so good.
You got that right, honey, and it's all about the cook.
I think I'm going to be sick. Here she is, the cook. This vile demon is an expert at feasting. Her last meal has been nourishing her for the past 300 years, but at long last she's ready to feed again. So she's agreed to help Uncle in return for a seat at the table. And she's brought all her ghoulies with her to join in on the feast. She can almost taste it.
It's all about the cook.
This was the day Marcella began her preparations for the feast. The meal was to take place in exactly 1 year's time. Miss Marcella, her cuisine is molto bella.
I'm starving. Is the turkey ready yet?
It is hot, or is it just me?
This is the day the demons gathered to feast. Marcella is here pictured with the carcass of a devoured turkey, gruesomely analogous to what will soon be Gyro's soul. Her minions can hardly wait anymore. They are starving, dying to sink their teeth into delicious vitality. This young girl has filled her life with laughter and happiness. The world is refreshed with her youthful optimism and beautiful voice. Her heart sings loud. Tragically, those traits are the very reason she was targeted. Dinner was served.
It looks so good.
Oh, God, it's so good.
It's all about the cook.
Uncle.
So good and tasty.
You got that right, honey. It's all about the cook.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
As you can see, Gyro's soul was not devoured at Thanksgiving. The feast was foiled and to Uncle went the spoils. Having studied Marcella's methods over the course of the year, Uncle's power and knowledge of soul feasting was at an all-time high. On that day Uncle destroyed them all. He never intended on sharing his meal. Marcella proved a worthy adversary for Uncle, but she was slain nonetheless. One of the most powerful demons to ever exist. It was said no person, no thing in this dimension can destroy her.
Your uncle can.
Her soul went and eaten on Thanksgiving dinner, for Uncle's intentions were far more sinister. 1 month later did arise the vicious beast, returning once more to enjoy his Christmas feast.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Who is it? Who is it?
Ho, 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 it's your uncle.
These eyes scream, help me. Help me, please. I so desperately wish I could tell you this wasn't the end, and that good overcame evil. But sometimes there exist forces so dark not even a soul as bright as J-Rose can cast them out. For the past 3 years I've laid awake every night hoping for such light. Now I know I was foolish and I have failed. There remains, however, a very small ember of hope for the future, and it lies with you. Hold your children close and prepare them for the worst. Ensure their children and their children's children are vigilant and strong. For Uncle creeps, Uncle hides. In hell on earth he now resides. Beneath the deep awaits the beast, till once more chimes the call to feast.